Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the 90-day report, and specifically we're discussing this in the context with the recently promoted or discussed, I don't know how to put it, it's kind of been promulgated recently, but we've kind of yet to see how exactly it's playing out. The so-called long-term residence visa or LTR visa, long-term residence being a bit of a misnomer because it does not provide permanent residence. It's basically just a really long non-immigrant visa. Thought of making this video after reading a recent article in the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article's titled, Pattaya's Retirees Unlikely to Apply for a Golden Visa. Quoting directly, others concurred, quote, why would anyone want to invest so much money in an LTR when there are much cheaper annual retirement options or even the elite visa, I just don't know, said Joachim Meyer. He pointed out, and in this article, which I urge folks to go read, they've got a lot of good information in here, and there's a lot of back and forth with local expats, I think down in Pattaya mostly, talking about sort of the pros and cons of this LTR proposition, whether or not it's, sort of worth it, quote unquote, and, all these topics that we've been talking about too. Quoting further, he pointed out that the LTR perks, such as being exempt from the 90-day reporting and reentry permits, weren't worth the entry qualifications. Quote, not to mention the LTR registration charge of 50,000 baht and the equivalent and the requirement have to annual medical insurance of US $50,000, which are not required for most other visas. Yeah, good point with respect to that. Insurance is a requirement associated with the LTR visa, which is not pertinent to things like the O retirement visa here in Thailand. And for that matter, presently insurance is not a requirement associated with standard business visas. And that insurance can be a bit of an expense. I know a lot of folks, especially during sort of the darker days of the COVID lockdowns and trying to get into Thailand, insurance was a major expense and something that not a lot of clients were really fond of that we saw. And definitely, I think there are a lot of people that feel like the O retirement visa is definitely a relatively, quote unquote, better visa insofar as it does not require insurance, whereas, for example, the OA retirement visa does, as well as the LTR visa. So interesting stuff. I think there's good points that they bring up with respect to these types of travel documents. Again, the LTR visa, we're kind of seeing the beginning stages of dealing with it. And thus far, I don't have a ton to report with respect to, insofar as the ins and outs of it or anything like that. We'll certainly keep you updated on the channel as things proceed.